The most famous of Morocco's 4 imperial cities, Marrakech is filled with must-see attractions. It was founded in 1062 and its history is related by a wealth of fascinating mosques, palaces, and museums, each with its own stories to tell. In the walled Medina, visitors can watch artisans practicing skills that have remained unchanged for centuries. Then purchase their products in the bustling souks. Luxury riads, tranquil gardens, and annual arts festivals are amongst the city's more modern attractions. In this article, we take a look at 10 of the best ways to spend your time in Marrakech, from sampling traditional street fare in Djemma el Fna to learning how to cook your own Moroccan meals at one of the city's culinary schools. Top 10 things to see and do in Marrakech, Morocco. Number 1. Enjoy dinner in Djemma el Fna. A large square in the center of the old city, Djemma el Fna is the beating heart of Marrakech. By day, it's a place to people watch while sipping mint tea or freshly squeezed orange juice. As dusk gathers, it transforms into a medieval entertainment center complete with jugglers, snake charmers, and storytellers. Snack stalls are replaced with vendors offering traditional tagines and grilled meats. While the food is fresh, it's not the finest cuisine in the city, but you're here for the atmosphere. Choose the busiest stall you can find, grab a seat at a communal table, and admire the plumes of smoke billowing up into the night sky. Dinner should cost around $10 per person, and Moroccans dine late, so go after 8 p.m. Number 2. Shop till you drop in the Medina. Marrakech is the original bargain hunter's paradise. The maze-like souks of the Medina are lined with haphazard stalls selling everything from spices to carpets, jewelry, and fabulous lamps that look as though they belong on the set of Aladdin. Vendors are typically friendly but relentless in their attempts to make a sale. The key to successful souvenir shopping is to enjoy the bargaining process, to stay friendly, and to know what your price limit is. If you find yourself inside a carpet shop and anyone using a tour guide will inevitably end up in one, don't feel pressured to buy. Instead, leave a small tip for the assistants who roll them out for you. They are beautiful to look at, and most vendors will offer cups of mint tea while you admire their wares. Number 3. Find peace in the Majoral Gardens. Situated northwest of the Medina, the Majoral Gardens are an easy 30-minute walk from the city center. They are filled with rare plants and an overwhelming sense of peace that comes as a welcome antidote to the chaos of the souks. Designed by Jacques Majoral, a French painter who settled in Marrakech in 1919, the gardens were purchased by Pierre Berge and Yves Saint Laurent in 1980 and restored to their original glory. Majoral's Garden Workshop is now a small museum dedicated to Islamic art. The gardens are popular, and the best time to visit is in the early morning before the crowds arrive. Pack a picnic and spend an hour or two exploring Majoral's fantasy landscape of flower beds, palms, and water features. Number 4. Uncover history at the Saudian tombs. The Saudian dynasty ruled much of southern Morocco during the 16th and early 17th centuries. Sultan Ahmed al-Mansur created the Saudian tombs for himself and his family in the late 16th century. Now, more than 60 members of the dynasty are buried here. Their final resting place has not always been the attraction it is today. In the 17th century, a rival ruler sealed the tombs in an attempt to destroy the legacy of the Saudians. The tombs were only rediscovered in 1917. Since then, they have been beautifully restored, and their intricate mosaics, wood carvings, and plaster work are simply stunning. Located in the heart of the Medina, the tombs are surrounded by a beautiful garden and open daily but close for a few hours over lunch. Number 5. Take a cooking course. Moroccan cuisine is world famous with fragrant tagines, soups, and grilled meats lent mouth-watering flavor by a multitude of locally produced spices. Recreating these dishes is an art, one that is best mastered by taking lessons from the experts. Cooking classes are popular in Marrakech, whether you choose to attend an informal session organized by your riad. or to enroll in a formal class with a professional chef. The best classes include an afternoon spent shopping for ingredients in the city's fresh food markets. They are also a great way to meet new people with a shared passion for cooking. Recommended courses include those offered by House of Fusion Marrakesh and La Maison Arab. Number 6. Steam in a traditional hammam. A hammam is a type of public steam bath popular across North Africa. In the past, private bathrooms were luxuries that only a few could afford. Instead, people would go to the hammam to bathe, scrub, and socialize. Nowadays, there are fewer public hammams, but many of Marrakech's riads and luxury hotels have their own upscale version of this age-old tradition. They offer massages, scrubs, and soaking sessions enhanced by locally produced oils. Options range from the incredibly luxurious Les Bains to Marrakech to more affordable options like Hammam Zioni. For the most authentic experience, attend a local hammam usually located next to a mosque. These public bathhouses are always segregated by gender. Number 7. Visit the Dyers Salk. For an unforgettable insight into Marrakech's artisan community, visit the working souks located behind the tourist trinket stalls on the Medina's main thoroughfares. Photos aren't always welcome, but if you ask politely, you may be given permission to document the blacksmiths, woodworkers, and silversmiths at work. For the most photogenic shots, head to the Dyers Salk, where great swaths of freshly dyed silk and wool hang from the ceiling in a riot of splendid color. Stop for a moment to speak to the dyers and watch the ancient traditions they use to prepare the fabric and apply the dyes. Souks like these serve as a welcome reminder that the frenzy of the Medina is not merely a tourist attraction, it's a way of life. Number 8. Wander through Dari Museum. Also known as the Museum of Moroccan Arts, Dari is housed within the palace owned by the brother of one-time Grand Vizier Ahmed. The palace is an opulent example of Moorish artistry, complete with fine elegant mosaics and intricate plasterwork. The wedding reception chamber is a particular highlight, thanks to its magnificent painted, domed ceiling and surrounding musicians' chambers. The museum's architecture and interiors aren't the only reason to visit, however. The rooms themselves are stocked with displays of art and crafts from all over the country, ranging from Berber and Tuareg jewelry to ceramics, weapons, and traditional costumes. The museum is open daily, but closes for a few hours over lunch. Number 9. Visit Ali Ben Yaus of Medina. Founded by the Marinids in the 14th century but completely restored in the 16th century by the Saudians, the Ali Ben Yaus of Medina once housed up to 900 religious students. The architecture is beautifully preserved and you can explore the tiny rooms where the students used to live, as well as the magical central courtyard. It was a working school up until the 1960s, and today the corridors still echo with the call to prayer from the next door mosque. Take a moment to stop and admire the view of the mosque and the street below from the Medina windows. The Medina and mosque are open daily, and it's possible to buy discounted combination tickets to both attractions as well as the nearby Marrakech Museum. Number 10. Attend the Marrakech Popular Arts Festival. Traditionally held in June or July, the Marrakech Popular Arts Festival is one of Morocco's most eclectic annual festivals. It attracts folk singers, traditional dancers, fortune tellers, acting troupes, snake charmers, fire swallowers, and more from all over the country and overseas. These performers entertain the crowds in Djemma el Fna and the 16th century El Beiti Palace in a series of open-air events, all of which are free to the public. Make sure to catch the Fantasia, a horse-riding spectacle that sees hundreds of charging horsemen and women gallop around the city walls wearing traditional dress. Of course, all events are accompanied by a bounty of freshly prepared food and drink, making the festival a literal feast for the senses. That was all about today's video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and press bell icon for more videos. Thank you for watching my video.